Hello everybody, welcome back to part 4 of Ephesians chapter 5. Just the one chapter has took 4 parts. But in all fairness, each part took 10 minutes, okay? I could have done the whole chapter, it would have took about 40 minutes, and you would have all been overloaded, you know? It's good to break down things into bite-sized pieces. Average attention span apparently is about 20 minutes long, even shorter nowadays, thanks to things like social media and YouTube, where videos on average 10 minutes. Okay, so we're down in verse 28. In this way, men ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. It's been said that you can't love yourself if you can't love other people, you can't love yourself. And so when we love our wives, we love them as we love our own selves, and have respect for our wives and love for her in the same way that we expect people to love and respect us. Verse 29, for no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as the Lord cares for the church. If a person really loves themselves, then they will look after it and take care of it, okay? For no one has ever hated his own flesh. I mean, you can get people say, I hate the way I am, I hate my lips, my eyes, my nose, my legs, my stomach, whatever. That's a form of self-hatred as well. But to hate means to actually want to be dead. In the Bible, the word relates hatred to, I hate a person so much I wish they were dead. If a person truly wanted to be dead, then they would have killed themselves, more than likely. Verse 29, verse 30. For we are members of his body, of his flesh and of his bones. For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother, and shall be joined to his wife, and the two shall be one flesh. Typically speaking, in the olden days, men didn't leave home and get their own flat, get their own apartment or whatever. They would wait until they got married, and then when they were married, they would step out with their wife and then start their family and their own home. When it says about becoming one flesh, when a person gets married and they get together and have intimacy, then the Bible says they become one flesh. And in that sense, although it's not physically like literal that they literally become one person, like some kind of I don't need to explain that, it's daft. But in the way that you become one flesh is because there's that joining, that sexual intimacy brings you together, you become one flesh. Now what happens there is, it's not just a physical act, it's a spiritual act, an emotional act. And you will find, if you've ever slept with someone like in the past, especially outside of marriage, okay, so you will find that you will take their emotions onto yourself as well, and you'll take their burdens upon you as well. It's called a soul tie. And so you'll find that people often who especially sleep around and have sex with like as many people as they can, and any opportunity arises, they will develop these emotional ties with these people and spiritual ties with them, and it will drag them down and will confuse them. And that's one of the reasons why sex outside of marriage is not good, because sex is, the idea of it is to be committed to the person you're going to be with, okay? When you go around sleeping with loads of different people, although there's not any sleeping involved, obviously, it does mix your emotions up. It mixes you up psychologically, spiritually and physically, and it's harder to break off from someone that you've actually slept with rather than someone that you've just met and you just had, had a kiss or whatever. There's no entanglement there, it's just surface stuff. There's not that bond. So yeah, becoming one flesh, that's what it means. This is a great mystery, but I'm speaking about Christ and the church. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself. Let the wife see that she respects her husband. So that's self-explanatory there, I think. Loving your wife as you love yourself. If you take care of yourself, take care of your wife. Treat her as you would want her to treat you, and have respect. Make sure the wife respects her husband as well. Well, that's Ephesians chapter 5. Today's just a short video, but it was just basically finishing off what was started. I hope you got something out of that, which I know you will because it's the Bible, whether it was me saying it or somebody else. So I will see you in the next video, and we're going to go on to chapter 6 of Ephesians. So God bless you, have a great day, and pray for me and my family, and have a great day. Bye-bye.